Welcome to Lessons in Life and Love with Riana Milne, where we show you how to have the positive mindset for success in all life areas. It's time to have the life you desire and the love you deserve.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 5 of Lessons in Life and Love podcast. I am your host and global life and love coach, Riana Milne. I'm all about helping you transform your life in all areas into one that you're passionate about and to help you attract and create the love that you deserve. I'm on a mad mission to help change the way the world loves. So I'll be here to teach you how to have emotionally healthy, evolved, and conscious love and how to avoid toxic, painful relationships that are just too prevalent today. It's time to help you create the life that you desire and to have the love that you deserve. So at any time during the week, if you're struggling, reach out to talk to me at my website, rianamilne.com, and tell me what's going on. This is part 2 of the class, Breaking the Chains, the connection between childhood and love trauma. Be sure to listen to Class 1 before continuing on with Class 2. Should you have any questions, please reach out to me at rianamilne@gmail.com. Be sure to listen to the end for free gifts and bonuses. Enjoy! Someone says, I really want someone with a good sense of humor. I'm like, watch out. Because there's something called humor and sarcasm. And sarcasm is hurtful humor towards another. Humor that's safe is towards a situation. I do identify if there's sarcasm and we have to teach a better way. Blame, won't apologize. They have this need to rewrite. That is someone that was always criticized. They were never right as a kid. So they grow up wanting to be right, needing to win. They won't apologize even when it's blatant that they're wrong. They'll always twist it, which we call gaslighting, and make the other person wrong. If it's on the higher scale towards sociopathy, they will never apologize. There's a lack of remorse. And then abandonment, if you've had any of that, it leads to codependency. It could be love addiction, hanging into a situation way too long when you've known a few years in, this is not good, this is abusive, and you've just hung in there in that relationship when you know it has been emotionally abusive. It's hard to give up the love object. The research shows in relationship repetition syndrome, if you break, you consciously know this partner is not good for me. Then you break up, but then you go back because you miss them about 10 days to 2 weeks later. The person promises to be great and they're great for about 2 weeks and then something happens. You're caught up in the cycle again. That back and forth, break up, get back together is an average of 7 times. So if you recognize that as one of your patterns, that's part of love addiction. 8 or more traumas, narcissistic or sociopathic tendencies could emerge. At least 1.5 out of 5 people are sociopathic. For those singles out there, when you're dating, you've got to know what you're doing. People have asked me, can I help heal the sociopathic or the narcissist? Yes, if they want help, if they're recognizing their patterns. I have had them in my office. If they recognize that they have sabotaged their relationships with their own selfish behaviors, they have some insight. The number one thing is they must want it. They cannot be coerced into going to counseling. So some can be reached, and those that feel they're never wrong, no, they don't feel they need to be healed, you see. So what I like to do is heal the person who is ready to heal their trauma, and then they become strong and confident and usually leave that relationship. Some of the factors leading to this is as a child, lack of love and nurturing. And remember, our parents come from their own love story and history. When my mom never said the words, I loved you, after I had my first daughter, Stefana, I said, Mom, I'm your 4th out of 5 kids. I'm really glad you had me because now I have Steph and I really love my baby, but I'm wondering, why don't you ever tell us kids you love us? She goes, well, those aren't words I ever heard. I grew up in the Great Depression. It was all about work and survival. During this study, I could just shake my head and say, I get it. No, she didn't hear those words. My grandmother was a very tough lady, not loving at all. When we understand their story, it helps us with the forgiveness piece that is so important under the spirituality side of this. You could have had rejection and abandonment, any family addiction, physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, mental or physical illness in your parents. All the studies are showing the same thing. When dating, trauma can cause you to be codependent, which is very needy or people-pleasing, or to escape through self-medication, destructive habits, pleasure-seeking, often leading to problems and addictions. And very often it's unconscious, you just don't like yourself, so you escape it. or you don't want to deal with all the problems you think you have. So it's easier just to escape it. You don't want to look at them. When you have a very nurturing way to heal, it's so empowering. We look at the trauma, we process it, heal it, forgive it, rewrite the story, reparent yourself, understand where the emotional triggers are coming from. We do that, and then we lock the door on the past because we can't change it. We can only learn from it and only learn to appreciate it. And then we come into the present, which we call the now, and then we create your future. We are working on these triggers when they come up. And then my client has the processes to heal them, recognize them, and move forward. So the unconscious mind is extremely powerful. It's going to crave what was normal from your past relationships. So the toxic relationships, there's always that lack of self-esteem, lack of boundaries, these unhealthy expectations of perfection, always trust issue. There's low trust in every client that I work with. Behavior changes. Sometimes I have resistance. When my client is open-hearted, open-minded, I can make huge, huge progress, but sometimes it takes others a little longer if they have trust issues. It does involve some risk taking to try new things, but usually they work out so well that they love it and they keep going. And that's what I do. I'm their guide through this. And I love this little saying, let go of people who dull your shine, poison your spirit, and bring you drama. Cancel your subscription to their issues. We say no cheap drama in our life, and we live a very happy, peaceful, content, and fun life. 5 things you can find quality love right now. What can we do? And that's one of our sayings. We always live in the light. We always look at what can we do, not obsess what we can't do, which is on the dark side of life. We're always looking for the things that we can do. So this is what my clients start to doing when they work with me. They quickly notice the warning signs when out there dating and stop dating despite the chemistry. They know they have chemistry, but if they're starting to see the warning sign, chemistry to them is no longer attractive because their conscious mind is stronger. We know now that the brain science pulls you to your past attachment patterns, which is why so many people are getting hurt when falling in love with chemistry. You must heal and overcome any childhood trauma patterns and emotional triggers by consciously choosing your thoughts, feelings, and actions about a person or a situation that you're in. You can choose how to react about our partner's difficult behaviors. You can learn how to communicate differently with love through any issues, but it's called an empowered way of communicating. And you learn this psychological edge, this way of many emotional intelligence by how you interpret, thinking, doing what's for the best of all, communicating your needs without blame and shame of the other. It is a whole new way of communicating, and it's very conscious aware, spiritual mindset, the spiritual components, and it is not religion. It is many teachings from many higher books about being successful and using forgiveness and gratitude and many other concepts to feel whole and happy. And they all lead together to attracting and having that emotionally healthy, evolved, and conscious relationship that my clients are aiming for. What do? We take the pain that they present with and turn it into joy. There are fearful unconscious thoughts. The transformation takes them into confident and conscious mindset. The fear and doubt of self leads to success in all life areas, including love, career, friendships, finances, everything. Frustration in dating and love turns into positivity with the dating process and finding the love that they are so happy about, that they cherish it, and then they know how to sustain it over time. That's the other part. It's not just falling in love, it's sustaining that relationship with their skills. If they have that ongoing anxiety, they learn peace, calm, and confidence about who they are. They really have this amazing self-love because they love who they are as a person. And that's that last one. They're not feeling good enough who they are when they come to me. And instead, they have reinvented their purpose for life and have a very empowered life. It's important that you know that you have choices. And as adults now, we are 100% responsible to making a better, more educated choice in our life and in our partner selection. As children, we had no choice, and we did not have the mature mind and brain and way of thinking to change anything. But as an adult, it's very empowering to know you have the choice to change. The number one thing is decide you want to stop the pain. Super important. If you don't want to deal with how you've been feeling, either personally, in love, in your life, you're struggling in different areas, decide that you don't want that anymore. It's the first step to empowerment. Don't keep waiting to get help. There's nothing more frustrating when I do a discovery session and people are like, oh my God, like I really want this, I really need this, but I'm going to wait. And I'm like, you've waited 16 years, you've waited 10 years, you've waited 30 years, 40 years. What are you waiting for? And I think it's because I had two really good friends die very early. When Michael was killed in the car accident, he was my best friend since childhood. And my girlfriend, Corinne, was murdered by her boyfriend. I was 24. She was my Penn State roommate of 3 years. And I learned at a young age, we don't know how much time we have. And COVID is a real solid reminder that we don't know how much life we have. Waiting to feel amazing just doesn't make sense to me. Waiting to have that dream career like I wanted to go coach globally. No, I was going to invest the 85 grand for the life I wanted because I knew I didn't have the skills to go global. I needed an expert like Lisa to teach me how to do it. So I felt very confident. It's like, I need these skills and I don't know what to do. I'm humble enough to say, please teach me and let me know what I can do and do the work. And I know I'll get the result because I decided I was getting the result. That's the important thing. Decide and not wait. Do something. I learned as a young girl, my dad taught me this too. Hun, it's always better to do something than nothing. And I've always lived my life that way. And I taught my daughters to live that way. And if you're new to me, you may not know, my daughter, Alexi, is now 38. She's a global coach. She was in Inc. and Forbes magazine as one of the top 11 entrepreneurs, changing the world because at 20, she started putting water wells in Tanzania, Africa. And at 5, she goes, Mom, I'm going to go help those kids in Africa one day. I said, baby, I know you will. You're smart. You got a heart of gold. I trust that you know you're going to be able to do that. She also wanted to sing. She wanted to be a pop singer at 15. She sings on 3 multi-platinum CDs. My daughter Stefana this year won the top 50 photographers in the country. So when you know this stuff, you teach your children this stuff, and they know they have the power to live their dreams. They grow up with a mindset for success because you know it and you're teaching it to them. And it's so amazing to see. And I always say I didn't mean for my kids to be science experiments, but when I was learning this, I was so excited about it and it really empowered me. And despite the hardships that I went through from choosing the toxic 2 men that I did, because I didn't have this information, I wish I did. I would have paid anything to have this information because the first husband, when I married at 24, took $200,000 from my mom. And that led me to have to pay it back. It took me 16 years of my life working 5 jobs, raising 2 kids as a single mom to make sure she was paid back because it was the right thing to do. I couldn't have lived with myself knowing my husband ripped her off, but it didn't make my life easy. But I had no time to focus on poor me, pity me, victim mentality. That wasn't an option. I had to support my girls. This was a time period I was learning the mindset for success, and started that model and talent agency after a bankruptcy at 26 with a husband that I divorced. I'm like, I'm out of here. I will do better on my own with nothing. I opened up the talent agency with my first month's rent. Within 6 months, I got the Educational Excellence Award. Within the year, I won School of the Year. And I taught my actors, models, singers, dancer who's wanted to be in the big cities and not Erie, Pennsylvania anymore. They all got 100% offers when they competed in New York and LA. Why? Because they had the mindset. I've been teaching mindset work since my early 20s, and I still teach it today. It has worked for years, and I love it, and it just empowers so many people. That's why I said the first of the 7 Ds is decide what you want in your life. Stop waiting. Stop putting your life on hold. Do something. Don't move forward in life and love blindly either. Get educated. Educated is so important. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. I've had 12 coaches to help grow my business because I recognize when there's something I don't know and someone knows it better to help me progress. Tony Robbins, who I love, he always says, if you're not growing, you're dying. And I agree with that. You know, growing always motivates and makes life more exciting. You want to learn to be consciously aware, 100% responsible for yourself to being evolved, again, being your highest and your best self in both life. And that's the goal. And remember, we're all human. We're going to make mistakes and we all want love. We're all perfectly imperfect. And that's great. We start where you are and then we move you forward according to your goals and your dreams. Look at the past with spiritual love and forgiveness and this conscious awareness of wisdom. We realize the past is gone. It doesn't define us. So why live there? Why live in the anger and the shame and the guilt and not feeling good enough anymore? We need stronger boundaries to have better self-love, the skills and the confidence to move forward. Don't want to fall for a person's potential. No, we have to look at the realities of who are they right now. You don't want to be too forgiving when they keep messing up and apologizing and over again. You got to stick to your values and your desires of what you want in a relationship, which we clearly define for you. Are you feeling down, lonely, fearful, and frustrated when it comes to dating? Have you had repetitive toxic dates and relationships, but swear it will be better next time? Well, there's a reason you keep attracting the same type of partner, which we call same person, different face. It's called childhood trauma. Now, I know what you're thinking. Your childhood was pretty normal, because that's what most people say. But research shows that 90% of us have had at least 1 to 3 of the 10 described childhood traumas. Do you want to find out what yours might be? Just go to rianamilne.com and take the 4 free love quizzes. And while you're there, download the free ebook called Why 9 Out of 10 People Struggle in Life and Love and What You Can Do About It. That's rianamilne.com. And let's begin your journey to healing and personal transformation in life and love. Don't bend your boundaries and give too many chances, because you have to be smart enough to say, these are toxic patterns and he's bringing me down or she's bringing me down by her actions. And you don't stay stuck in the anger, fear, and anxiety. You make an empowered move. Just know that childhood and love trauma can be healed. Mark came to me, he was my New Jersey client at the end of a 3-year relationship. He says, I was overcome with feelings of misery and loss. I began to realize that I had allowed myself to remain in a toxic relationship far too long. And again, this is a very common pattern for those that have had abandonment. He says, my ex had slowly eroded my self-confidence and clouded my ability to see my value as a partner and as a person. By using Riana's positive mindset for success tools, setting the goals, taking meaningful steps to achieve those goals, I built my self-esteem and moved on from the painful breakup. My appearance, finances, work, and family relationships all improved. I did find new love with a woman who is beautiful, charming, witty, and kind. My life took a 180-degree turn in just a few short months. You're going to boldly face your fears and the facts from the past. Know that it's okay. I'm a really kind and loving person, right? We're going to get you through this. You need to understand why you do what you do and how we're going to change it is step by step, like a rainbow. You start at acknowledging what has happened, understanding the facts, learning the concepts, and you're going to slip because the unconscious is very strong. You keep going and you'll slip as you practice and get better. And with the instruction, you're at the other side of the rainbow. And that is where the pot of gold is, and you stay there. Nobody ever goes backwards. People's like, oh my God, I can't believe who I was 4 months ago, 6 months ago. I'm totally different now. And that's what we want. It's time to finally stop the pain, the fear, the frustration causing 9 out of 10 people, now 100% of people, to struggle in life and love, and take today's immediate useful information to start your own transformation. That's the goal. So let's get into the gifts. I want you to save the time, the money, and no more broken hearts, no more frustration in dating. I want you to be ready to be and attract an emotionally healthy, evolved, and conscious partner. Let's heal your past childhood love trauma. Let's turn unconscious actions into full conscious awareness. Let's learn the watch me mindset for success in all your life areas so you feel amazing, and learn the exact dating skills that you need and strategies to stay safe and recognize that emotionally healthy partner to get that love that you deserve. Gift 1 is for all of you that have not had one yet, my private life and love transformation discovery session. It's normally $497 because I do 5 assessments and I give you 1 solid hour of really examining your past childhood patterns and equating to what is happening in your adult life now. Please write that link down. You'll be given time at the end to go over and schedule with me. I'm going to schedule out 90 minutes because at the end, sometimes there's a lot of questions. If you want to know what it's like to coach with me, that gives me a little time to tell you that. And I do have a lot of different coaching programs, from a few $100s to the diamond level, depending on what you're going through and what your needs and your goals are. Some people want me to do total career coaching with them. That means I need a 6-month program to give me more time. So really, depending on your goals and dreams, I'll make a recommendation And then we move forward from there. If you have not had one yet, if you've had this gift already, it doesn't change with time, right? It doesn't change what your past history is. So it would be repeating it. So this one is not for you guys, but there's others. Okay. So this is for someone totally new. This is free for a period of time. And I am sorry if you miss it. If you're a no-show, you cannot reschedule it for free. You can buy it. And if you don't do your worksheets by the night before, I have to cancel it. Some people get me worksheets like during my day, and I am flying around, guys. I am handling a lot of things. And I really like to give it solid time and attention, reading the sheets when it's quieter for me at night. And I can focus on your story and what you're telling me. This is how and when I make the patterns. They're easy, they're quick. Some of you have done some of the free tests. There are like 2 or 3 of them, but there's other ones I want you to do. And that will tell me the story so I can help you best. So it's an amazing session. Please take advantage of this free gift if you have not had it yet. Okay, then the invitation to the Life and Love Transformation Program that it's on special tonight is called Dating to Mating Mastery Program. This has huge savings for those. I've never offered it at this price, never. It's a gift because of COVID. So many people have been isolating and alone and not dating, afraid to date. I really want to give you that incentive to start dating and enjoying your life again. So I really hope you take advantage of this. And also for those of you that say, you know, I think I really want to work with Riana one-on-one, there's a special for you as well. We call that the VIP program. So let's go into this so you understand. So this is gift 2, where you can go from trauma to full transformation in the Dating to Mating program. So this is a 4-month Mastery self-study program. So it's self-study. It is housed on the Life and Love Training Academy. PowerPoints, there's audios, there's worksheets. I'm very, very thorough. You can tell education means a lot to me. Part 1 is the trauma healing and life transformation, the mindset work, the trauma healing in modules 1 to 3. And then the second part is the dating and relationship skills that you really need in modules 4 and 5. Now, tonight's information is the one that most people are curious about, like this whole trauma piece. This is just a very small sliver from module 1. Module 1 is called Awake to Awareness. We're waking up the unconscious mind. That's what that means. We covered tonight what was a leading cause of dating issues and the frustration of attracting an unhealthy partner. That is childhood trauma patterns that are unconscious and unhealed. Second, why the 10 childhood traumas have direct correlation to one's suffering in life and love, and discovering how you were impacted. And I went through the traumas and I gave you a few examples of how they show up. There's over 24 patterns that I look for, and just a little taste of everything. 3, how emotional triggers from past trauma create toxic repetitive behavioral patterns. And again, we went into some of the brain science that you understand that. Module 2 is all about personal transformation, reaching personal success with focused, consistent goal setting in all life areas. When most people come to me, they're so self-focused, but in a negative way, because they're still in pain, they're still dealing with those old messages, they're not feeling good enough. Depression often lives in the past, anxiety lives in the future. I'm not doing good enough, I'm not earning enough money, I hate my job, I have no partner, I'm going to die alone. That's anxiety. Fear of the future. This module gets you really geared into what do you desire? What life goals do you have? And let's start making them happen. I've been doing goal setting work in my 20s under the mindset system. So this works, trust me. So we're going to create that new life vision, personal goals for growth, finding you the motivation to change, staying calm during difficult transition, meditation for stress reduction, balance in life. That's all in that module. It's amazing. Module 3 is getting into the consciousness and spiritual awareness of mindfulness. It helps you increase your self-esteem, look at lessons differently, increase your positivity and your happiness and passion for life. It gets into the spiritual concepts which are essential to heal and feel your best. It helps you change those negative thought patterns into positive ones. You find the good from all bad situations, those learning lessons, and you learn to forgive the past. You have choices and actions that lead to your success, and you achieve boundaries in life and in your relationships. Liz recently got engaged and she was so excited. She goes, Riana, I want to be interviewed on your podcast. It is in my library under my YouTube channel. She said, I love the Dating to Mating Life and Love Transformation Program and singles. The program helped me understand that many of my previous dating mistakes were due to my past. I'm so grateful to have found Riana. The course focuses on you and your development. The modules are well organized, and you start by fixing the root of your problems, truly transforming yourself. Every time I wasn't feeling well, I would do the homework that was assigned, and it would turn around my day. I'm enjoying this course so much and can't wait to graduate. I wish I would have invested years ago on this course, and now she's happily engaged. Her career, she got a huge promotion. She moved to a new place, and now she's engaged, she said, to an incredible man with his most amazing family. So she's so happy. Module 4 is dating and having the love you deserve, defining and attracting in your soulmate. So we digest both the toxic patterns you might have been bringing into relationship. You can't change what you don't understand. So we have to understand those, recognize them, see them in writing. And then we teach you what are the skills that you need to have safe, healthy love. So we define your new requirements, wants, and needs for your ideal relationship. We change those bad relationship patterns like codependency, love addiction, obsessiveness, control, or jealousy. And instead, you become the conscious dater that knows exactly what to do to attract an emotionally healthy partner and how to handle any situations that come up, especially avoiding the 14 dating traps, how to flirt. Some people aren't really confident with that. Online dating skills. And believe me, there is an art and science to a great profile. Oh my God, I rewrite everybody's profile. I pick out your pictures because I want you to be successful. Online dating is only one area, but it's very popular. My daughter Stefana met her husband on Match, and they've been married, oh my God, 10 years, 11 years now. I have my 2 grandsons. Online dating profiles can work when they're written in the right way. And the last module, module 5, is having success in love, establishing that emotionally healthy relationship. So 10 things right now to find your perfect mate. Those are the venues that you would go to locally to find your mate, your dating and attraction plan, conscious dating competencies, social and dating skills, and the attitudes towards dating, effective communication skills, and the rules to get through difficult issues when they come up. We're going to teach you empowered communication. There's people that are ghosted or breadcrumbs, and you're going to get handout on that tonight. You know, these toxic 8 things that can happen when you're dating, and sometimes it devastates people. They think like, oh my God, it's me. Well, it's not you. And there's a way to handle them with empowerment and confidence and peace. You need to know that. Tips for a better quality and passionate sex life, because that's important too. Like I said, people of all ages come here. Maria came to me through Success in Dating, my introductory course, and she loved it so much that she then signed up for Dating to Mating VIP level Platinum. And she writes, before working with Riana, I was feeling stagnant in my love relationship path, unsure of myself, of how to best have a relationship with a man who I love so much, and now we are engaged. It wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Riana. She helped me with past childhood traumas and helped me to communicate better with my partner. She had a very angry ex-husband, and she always shut down. She could not speak her feelings or her needs, so we worked heavily on that. She says, I've gained boundaries and clarity in my love relationship, career goals, launched a new business, and learned to find more balance and ease in my life. Coaching with Riana has been an amazing source of guidance, support, and inspiration at a time when I needed it the most. I can't even fully express the gratitude and guidance that the courses, Dating to Mating and Success in Dating, have done for me. The results of all of this is to feel amazing about your life, have an evolved and conscious love relationship, you and your partner, because you're going to be able to educate your partner by modeling and talking these things through with them. Both partners will live the concept of you and me against the world, protecting your love relationship above all others. There is a balance between you, me, and us. You're fully committed and emotionally present for your partner. You're responsible for your own needs and feelings and are proactive and honest in communicating those issues, wants, needs, and desires. And you know the skills to be evolved in mind, body, and spirit. You resolve all your past negative trauma and triggers and have a positive mindset for success in love. I want you to believe in your dreams. What are they? What are you deciding is going to be different? I'm deciding tonight, no more self-pity, no more victimization, no more I can'ts. What is your dream? What would you do and how would you feel with that ideal, emotionally healthy love relationship and a life that you love? Oya's dreams came true. When she came to me, she decided what she wanted. Cool. She says, I hope my journey will give you hope and inspiration to believe again that happiness, wholeness, balance, and peace are possible. I heard Rihanna on a podcast only 6 months ago. It's really hard to believe it now. But back then I felt depressed, sad, cornered, hopeless, lost, victimized, and unhappy. After 10 years of marriage, all my attempts to save the relationship failed. In the last 6 months, I was able to become best friends with my ex-husband through a lot of coaching, the father of our child. And I started dating again, truly enjoying the process of choosing my next relationship, since I know exactly what kind of partner will bring out the best in me and will be the best for my values, lifestyle, and vision. I can't thank Rihanna enough. She's passionate about helping people. She truly cares. The education in her course is top notch. You need to read hundreds of books and spend thousands of hours researching these valuable various subjects. She is married today. Her husband is Scott. She's been married several years now. They have a lovely little daughter. She's adorable. And her son, Kai, I think is 7 now. And they live in a beautiful oceanfront mansion. And that was her dream, to have an incredible man and a family and a beautiful love relationship. And they do travel quite a bit together as well. So this is the dating to mating system that she took. This one's called Mastery. You would receive the dating to mating life and love transformation 90-page proven exercises to uncover, change, and stop past triggers that block your success in life and love, leading to emotionally healthy relationships. PowerPoint online trainings for a total of 5 modules. Both Live and Love Beyond Your Dreams, the ebooks, pre and post audios for each model's workbook section, and bonus videos in each. And there's a lot more with tonight's class specials. I'm going to encourage you, don't wait another minute to have the life you're passionate about, the love you deserve. This program value is over $9,000. It's well worth the investment at that price, considering your lifelong happiness is at stake. But this class special bonus, like I said, is something I've never offered before. On my website, this program is $19.97. It's there every day, all year long. Anyone can buy it at that price. But wait till you hear the savings tonight. It's only $7.97, guys. $7.97. That's like 75% off. Okay, why am I doing that? Because I want you guys to be happy. We all have come off a horrible year. I want you to get motivated for love. I want you to feel fabulous about yourself. Again, I've never offered it at this price. And 4,200 in free bonuses. So let's go through what the bonuses are. First of all, you're going to save $1,200. That's the Fast Action Scholarship you can get tonight when you watch this. So you can see the link in blue, write it down, rianamilne.com/mastery-course/. So starting right now, you can go to that link and check that out. You will get a pre-course coaching session with me. It's varied. If you haven't had the Life and Love Transformation session, we're going to do that and set you up for what you're going to start healing. We've already done the discovery session. We're going to do a different coaching session. Let me see where you are now versus when I did your session, maybe 4, 6 months, a year ago. And let's set you up for what you'll be working on to heal your trauma. If it has been a discovery session recent, then I will do your trauma work in module 1. Then you go through the course yourself. It's self-study. And at the end, when you finish as a graduation gift, I will see you again for another hour and see how you're doing, answer all your questions, and start planning out your future. And go over anything that you might be struggling with or questions that you have. And then you're going to get 2 extra bonus coaching reports as well. The bonuses are $4,200. The whole value for everything, the online program, the coaching, is over $9,000. There is an installment plan, which I will show you next. So the installment plan is like a no-brainer. $1,200 is your savings. It's only $797. rianamilne.com/mastery-course. If you invest in full, there's $4,200 in perks. The investment plan is $297 down and 2 auto payments of $297. And they're all paid through PayPal, which is, of course, a trusted source. The top 3 questions I get on the course is, what if I don't have the time? You know what? Decide you have the time. When I worked with Lisa, I decided I'm going to work 14-hour days to go global. That was a tough decision, but I put that out there that this is what I wanted. If you want your life to be different, you have to invest the time and the energy. You have 4 months. These are paced out, each module every 2 weeks. You have more than enough time. And I do it that way because I don't want you rushing ahead and getting all the skills at once, because it's going to be I want you to practice the skills in the first module. Then you've got them down by the time you move on to the next one, then you've got them down. And, that's how it's designed. So you study at your own pace in those 2 weeks. You've got 4 months. And again, the clock is ticking. I know I have people in this class that have been following me, and I love you guys. You've been on my classes for 5 years. When are you going to do something? Like, the time is now. Are you still struggling? My God, like, do something. Something's better than nothing. This is your chance. You know me. You know I've never had this offer before. Will it work for me? Absolutely, it works. It's worked for thousands of people in 21 years. If you stay dedicated to it and finish the program, you've got all the information you need. If you do half, you're missing half. And you have to feel great about yourself before you get back out there to date. And that's part one. You have to do that before you do part two. And then you need those dating skills. Don't go out and date without them, because you're going to repeat your patterns. You have to stay dedicated, finish the program. That's it. Read the testimonials. Usually when I send my personal letter to every new lead that comes in through a quiz or an ebook, I say, hello, I give you my bio, I give the testimonials, because my clients tell the stories better than I can. Take your time and read through those. If you lost that, my website has some. Okay, what do you know the money? Guys, we're saving $1,200 today. Find it. We always can find it. Did I have the $84,000 handy when I signed up for Lisa? Hell no. I had to find it. I was creative. I used a couple credit cards. I went into savings. I went into a retirement plan, but it was worth it. It was changing my life. That's what I wanted. I wanted to feel fantastic. I wanted to do work I loved, that I was passionate about. You find it when you decide that that's what you want. Consider the price if you don't do it. You're living alone. You're scared to date. You want to be married and the years are ticking by, or you're making these costless dating mistakes like I did. You know, if I had this, oh my God, I would have paid for the diamond program when I was 24, because it would have saved me 200 grand. I would have not picked the person I did from chemistry. So we've all made that mistake, but now there's a way to clean it up. It is a fraction of working with me private in my VIP programs. If you're someone that says, I definitely want to do the deep dive, I want some career coaching, I'm giving 10% off any diamond VIP course or platinum. You want to go that level and get more time. Some people want me to work with their children or other family members. So it really depends on your needs and your goals. And that I find out in the discovery session. What it costs for you to wait or say no to yourself. Remember, the clock is always ticking on our life. But number one, no more narcissistic, sociopathic partners. Most importantly, no more losing time. You're going to move forward in life feeling fantastic and very skilled. No aggravation or frustration around dating. We have someone toxic, it's like, next. Okay, glad I saw that early on. So you don't take any of it personally. You're just so empowered around dating. No aggravation, frustration, loneliness, or depression. We get rid of that holistically. No more bad dates with toxic people. You just wouldn't tolerate it. You just cut it off. No more fear of marrying, not marrying, or having the children that you want. You really focus on the type of person and your goals to marry, if that's what you desire. Are you going to change your confidence levels, increase your self-esteem? No more living in fear or negativity or beating yourself up with those negative mindsets. No traumas for your kids. So important. Marrying a partner who's not good for you or your kids, financial hardship or ruin, and more anxiety, stress, or depression over getting love wrong. There's so many reasons to say yes to yourself tonight, especially at this deal that I'm giving you. Get on over to rianamilne.com/mastery-course. It's a $9,000 value. You're saving $1,200 and getting $4,200 also in bonus. When you pay in full, you also save $94 by not financing. But if you need to finance, that's perfectly fine. You'll pay $297 and an auto pay of two more at $297. It's pretty quick and easy. Here's another gift. Number 3. Here we go. When you purchase Dating to Mating, right, you're going to get Success in Dating course for 75% off. So it's $247 with a DTM purchase, DTM's Dating to Mating purchase. You'll save $750. Now, this was the first course Maria started off with. She loved it. She goes, oh my God, I learned so much. I learned what I don't want to do. I learned, how to date safely and what I should do to be more confident. I learned all that. And this is different information than DTM teaches. It's totally different research. She loved it. And then she wanted to work with me. She signed up at platinum level. She got her engagement. She got exactly what she wanted. But there's an art and a science and a psychology to getting that. How to easily spot the sociopath, the narcissist, the emotional and manipulators immediately before getting involved, to a clear path for only attracting those emotionally healthy partners. This is sold for $997 every day on my website. You can get it tonight for $247 as an add-on once you purchase Dating to Mating. It's a bonus. So that includes 5 easy modules, video education, audio tracks if you like to listen instead of watch, self-study guides for each of the 5 modules. As the PowerPoint goes along, you fill in the answers, you end up with your own notebook. Bonus handouts. So when you do a module, you hand it to me, you email it to me, and I hand you another guide. So it's back and forth, and that's your chance for me to check in. You could ask a question or two at that time. And then you get a bonus, also a graduation, 1 hour with me to celebrate and what are your goals and your dreams to move forward. So that's gift 3, Success in Dating for 75% off. It's only $247 tonight. And if you go to the mastery course and make that investment, then Success in Dating will pop up and you can purchase it at that time for this really low price. Gift 4, here we go. If you want to work with me privately in a VIP coaching program, it's 10% off until next Thursday for platinum or diamond level when you register by next Thursday. Now, I say an upgrade is honored. This is what I mean. If you decide tonight that you want to invest in dating to mating and you make that payment, and we have your discovery session like next Tuesday, and we talk everything through, it's like, you know what, Rihanna, I'd rather do platinum. I will take that $797 and we'll put them on the platinum price. You'll get any bonuses that are attached, and I'll just move it over to the higher level, which is called an upgrade. That upgrade will be honored through next Thursday. When you're into my calendar for those discovery sessions, if you haven't had one, if you want to upgrade, it's a quick and easy transfer of your money to upgrade into a higher level. The important thing is to say yes tonight. Get in at the cheap level, the cheapest level I've ever offered on a DTM course. It's amazing. You're going to love it. Say yes to yourself today. And you're suffering the anxiety, get the skills that are going to benefit you the rest of your life. It is time to have that life you're passionate about and to have the love you deserve. Let's review them real quick. Gift 1 is the $497 Life and Love Transformation Discovery Session. This is free if you have not had one yet through Thursday. If you sign up at that link. If you're no-show, you do not get a chance to reschedule. If you do not get me your worksheets by the night before, I will cancel your session on you because I need those to help you best. Please take advantage of that session so I can do your deep dive for 1 hour. Gift 2 is Dating to Mating Mastery. It's only $797 tonight instead of $1997. You're saving $1,200. You get the pre-coaching session with me about healing your trauma, the bonus graduation session with me and future planning, and 2 extra bonus reports. And there's the link. And if you pay in full, you save the extra $94, but there is the option there to do $297 down, 2 payments more of $297. Gift 3 is once you pay for Dating to Mating, you'll see the option for Success in Dating at only $247. Get those dating skills that you need. So all together, you are getting like a huge conglomerate of education. It's really, really amazing. You're going to love all of it. If you decide you get the discovery session, or you've had a discovery session, and you thought about it, you signed up tonight for DTM at $797. You wake up tomorrow and it's like, you know what? I really want to work with her for 6 months. I want to build my business. I need more time with Rihanna. Then just email me. I take a personal interest in everything and everybody's letter and what you write to me. It's my name, Riana Milne at gmail.com. I certainly would honor your upgrade to platinum or diamond level as long as we do it by Thursday. Make an action, do something. Something's better than nothing, right? Okay, gift 5 is 2 special reports, 6 ways to eliminate toxic love and attract healthy love, and the 8 dating disasters to avoid, what to do if you encounter these predators. Now, this is one of the modules in Success in Dating. And this is just, again, a tip of the iceberg handout. I identified in there 8 predators and exactly what you should do if you encounter one, if something happens to you. This is not that full report, obviously, because people pay to get the full information in Success in Dating. But you can see even this handout, which is 4 pages, is very educational and succinct because I don't do anything halfway. It's just not my way. Love Beyond Your Dreams, Break Free of Toxic Relationships to Have the Love You Deserve is a 5-star rated book and quoted as the guidebook on love. An Amazon #1 bestseller, Love Beyond Your Dreams clearly tells you who to date or avoid and why, how to heal from toxic partners, how to date to attract an emotionally healthy partner, and how to have loving, safe, fabulous, and sustainable relationships. Over 400 pages of eye-opening facts based on research that will change the way you love. Love Beyond Your Dreams, available in paperback on Amazon.com and in BN.com, in the Barnes & Noble bookstore, and on e-readers, Kindle, and Nook. Get your copy now and read it cover to cover. Love Beyond Your Dreams. Break free of toxic relationships to have the love you deserve, because it's time you have the love that you deserve. And here is a magic question, my friends. Many of you have been with me to the end, and I thank you. I hope you learned a lot. We do this little game. So if you have the answers to this question, you're going to email me, and then I can turn around and email you the reports back. Okay, so the question is, what is the first step you must do to change your life and love situation? If you have that answer, you're going to email that to me. If you don't have that answer, here's the second one. What is the percentage of people today that are impacted by childhood trauma? Okay, so you should have the answers to one or the other. I told you, they're not that hard, but that means you're paying attention and you learned tonight, which is awesome. I had someone write me a letter tonight. Linda, would you like me to answer that for you? How are you?
Excellent. Thanks to you.
Oh, thank you. Did you learn a lot tonight?
Oh, of course.
Oh, good.
How do you, after years and years of trying to discover love again and trust again and not feeling abandoned, how do you get your energy at a higher level so that you're attracting someone?
That's a beautiful question. Love trauma stems from childhood trauma, and these wounds are very deep. Everyone that comes to me, everyone has low trust. They're even afraid to sign up to work with me. When they do, they're like, oh God, I'm so glad I'm working with you. And I get that the low trust is part of their wounds, right? I really do understand that, because I had come from childhood trauma myself. But when you've gone through a 10-year relationship like you have, and you've had those hurts and pains, most people little gun shy to get back out there. But when you are empowered with the education and the self-love and the confidence, you know exactly what to do and what not to do with this program. And that's the most important thing. You always heard knowledge is power, and education is empowerment. I was looking for the healing at one time after going through 2 severe love traumas. I really needed those answers that nobody had. So I'm really cognizant to making sure my clients get that education to first grow their self-love by healing their initial traumas. Second, the mindset for success tools, the spiritual forgiveness of the childhood wounds and the toxic husband wounds. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a very long time, so you kind of have to trust me. I know that's a big leap, but that's why I share testimonial letters. So you just know and trust that you can get over the fear of getting back out there. But the first beginning is self-love. And when you start loving who you are and trusting yourself again and taking these mini risks and these leaps of faith and learning to say yes to yourself again, this empowerment happens. And it's funny, I hear it all the time. I always tell my age, I'm 63, and people are like, you're what? I thought you're like late 40s, early 50s. And I'm like, living in this way is like anti-aging, because you're peaceful and you're calm and you're happy and you laugh a lot and you joke and you say hi to strangers. And it's just so freeing is the best way for me to describe it. So when you have that for yourself first, you attract a lot of people. It's amazing. It's like nonstop. You can easily attract someone. I said it's this air, which we call shining your light. Shining your light is a spiritual concept. But when you have it, it makes people feel very comfortable and you're very approachable and you smile because you're genuinely happy. People feel energy off of someone. They can feel anger. They can feel fear. They can feel happiness and joy. That's what we get you into, that feeling of joy. I hope that makes sense.
It does.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Trust that there's a learning process. You will get it. You really will get it. My clients' stories, so you can see that they all start at the same place you are. And that's why I share their stories, so you can relate and feel some comfort. Wow, I'm not the only one.
No, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, you're not the only one who has suffered through this. My oldest client came to me at 76, Bob, who's on my testimonial sheets. And he's been with the same woman now 5 years, and he's very, very happy. So at any age, you can have love and deeper friendships and more self-love and happiness. So that is the goal, Linda.
That's right.
Anyone else?
Rihanna, I had raised my hand. It's Ani. Actually wanted to offer a testimonial.
Oh, you're so sweet. How are you, Ani?
Well, thank you. Just because you were talking about the program I'm in, as you know, I'm a little skeptical, and I'm rapidly becoming a convert. I have come to you in my late 60s, and I've been in therapy a long time. I was in a 32-year marriage that ended not of my own volition. That spiraled me into a lot of self-flagellation and sadness and depression and all that there stuff. I've kind of been hiding in my house for a number of years, and then COVID hit, etc. Signed up for one of the $47 session. And it seemed too good to be true. After a few back and forths, I decided to take the leap of faith. I have to say, you have given me hope.
Thank you. I know you're just beginning.
Yeah, but truly, my mindset.
It happens fast, doesn't it?
My mindset has changed so quickly. I mean it. You have given me hope. I am getting out of the house. I am getting things done. And this is just in a few weeks.
Yeah, it happens very quickly.
As you say, it's the difference between therapy, which for me has just been rumination. It has brought awareness, but there's also diagnosis in therapy, which comes with labeling.
And I don't like to label people that are just going through this type of trauma. There should be no labeling.
Like mental illness and all this other stuff. And now I realize it's not my fault. It's generations of stuff that's been visited on me. As Linda said, I'm not alone in this. You know, I feel empowered. I feel like I'm going to get back to the productive, creative personality that I was.
But only better.
Yeah. And I'm a people pleaser and a codependent. And I mean, I see myself in so many of the things you delineated. So I encourage people to, if they see themselves in anything that any of your presentation, to explore further. The end.
Thank you, Ani. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's brand new. I think we had one session together, but you've been in the platform, the Dating to Mating platform, learning, right?
Yes.
And then we meet for skills. Ani's in the silver VIP program, so she has a few more sessions with me. But it does happen right away. The first session, I do almost total education in 1 hour. I go through this long list of everything to make you feel physically better.
I have to say, if I see more opportunities beyond the silver program, this has been such a good investment already that I will continue.
Good. Stay with the family, girl. You're not going anywhere. You're with me for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love having you, and it's a great journey, and we're just beginning to get. Thank you for sharing that. Does anybody else have a question or want to share anything? Oh, Molly. Yes. Hi, honey.
First of all, thank you very much for this evening. What drew me to it is I heard you on a podcast, and you were one of the first people that ever touched on childhood trauma. And I've recognized for myself, I'm 47, I really needed to get to the root cause of a lot of childhood trauma. I check off almost every one of the traumas you talked about tonight.
Okay.
I'm quite overwhelmed, Rihanna.
Oh, well,
however,
sign up for the free session so I can help you more.
I'm scheduled for the 14th on your calendar.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and sign up for the mastery class.
Okay.
I want to ask you if I'm feeling very tender in the place of I'm still in my grieving work with a lot of this.
Okay.
And if I'm going to commit to this, I don't want to self-sabotage because I'm still very raw in the grieving. would you recommend that I still do this?
Oh, absolutely. Noticing that A, you had the traumas that you did. Two, under Ani's advice, understanding none of this was your fault. And C, knowing there's absolute healing to this. That's the hope that, I want to give all of you. This is absolutely, you can heal from this. I know everyone that comes to me, a lot of trust. I don't take that lightly. I take it very seriously. Part of me, I parent you. Part of me is the minister loving you and giving you hugs. Part of me is the mom that will be the kind and gentle voice you might not have had. Part of me is your sister cheering you on. I really do understand that responsibility that I'm given. And this is why I do limit my caseload for VIP clients. I don't take on 15, 20 people. I could never do that. This is why I handle everyone myself. I won't give them to somebody else. I know you're new to me, Molly, but I know it's a big trust. It's a leap of faith, and congratulations for signing up to take your first step. That's all it takes. Decide to take your first step, that you want to live in a different way. When you decide that, it is like all the difference. Like Ani said, she came to me, low trust, a lot of fears. She was so cute. She hung up on me on the first call. I'm like, did I hurt your feelings? Like, oh my God, I don't know. What did I do to hurt your feelings? She goes, no, I got scared. I'm like, okay, I get it. Because I know my clients are scared. I do get that. It happens almost to everybody. I totally get it. Wherever you are, this is why I could say it's perfectly fine. The good thing is we recognized it. Now we can change it, because we can't change what we don't recognize or understand. So before, maybe you heard me on that podcast, you're wondering, why is all this happening in my life or in my relationships? I don't really get what's going on. Now you get it, which is awesome, right? So we're there, yay. So we're at that part. And now we take the steps to improve it, one step at a time. And it's gentle, but it's quick, as Annie said. And I'm so glad she shared that. It's quick because I've been doing it so long. I have it down to an art and a science. I know what I have to teach you. Everybody's story is different, of course. This is why I really like to do that deep dive to know your story, and then what I have to really focus on when it comes to you. Because of your number of traumas, Molly, we may need to do a VIP service for you, but I'll know more when I work with you one-on-one. I just want you to feel comfortable with whatever you select.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
I know that it's not a coincidence that you're crossing my energy.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to taking this first step for me. I'm all in, Riana. Thank you.
Good girl. That's all it takes. I really am honored to be willing to help you. And we'll start with your session. We're going to make this work, girl. Don't worry about it. And I always say in the spiritual world, there's never any mistakes. Do so many podcasts out in podcast world. I never know how people meet me, but I'm so glad you came into the call tonight, and it's a pleasure meeting you. And we're going to get you beyond all this. Have faith.
And Molly, this is Ani. I actually had forgotten that I hung up on Riana. That's true. She hit a trigger with me, and I did get scared, but she did not let that end the relationship. She came back to me and didn't let me go. I mean, she knew that it was a trigger, and she came back to me very gently and said, was it something I said?
That never happened to me, Ani, before. I'm like, oh, wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
But she didn't let me go. It was a Friday, I think. She actually was willing to text and email with me a couple of times that weekend. I was stunned because this was like a discounted session, and she hung with me to kind of work it out. And I was not expecting that, really. And that was part of what got me over the hump, sort of explore it a little more. And it took another week for me to kind of come around. And I listened to, speaking of which, a podcast, and then another interview in another trauma weekend. I heard more of her credentials, and she explained more of her background and how she got to the development of her program. I was convinced.
Thanks, Ani. Like I said, my clients are so beautiful in telling this story versus me trying to explain it. They're so good that way. Nora, did you want to say anything? There he is. Hi.
Hey, Riana.
Hi, Dal. How are you?
I'm good. I've been really enjoying this. Plus, our session yesterday and today makes my heart full.
Oh, I don't know if everyone heard, but Nora lives in my area. So when I work with people in Palm Beach County, I do a beach session for Module 1 and meditation. And then we go for celebratory breakfast to represent the beginning of the rest of your life. Always, if people travel into Palm Beach County, I always see them and we go out or do something. This is much different than therapy. This is a real connection of souls and learning and trust and processing.
Yep, that's very true. I hope whoever's considering working with you really decides to do it, because it has opened my eyes to a lot of things, like a lot of things that I wasn't aware of, a lot of things that I didn't credit much, but talking to you throughout the past couple of weeks has made me realize what great potential relies for me out there and boosting my confidence. And despite everything that I'm going through, I have found the comfort and the support from your end. I keep loving it more and more every time.
Oh, good. Now, Nor signed up at the Diamond VIP level, and he has a business that he really wants to nurture. This is his passion work. And I asked him to share his pictures with me yesterday so I could get some ideas for marketing for him. Nor, how many ideas did I give you yesterday?
30, 40 different ideas on the fly.
Just flow, like from source to Nor. So we're very excited about his dreams and his goals and moving him forward. Brilliant photographer. If you're someone that wants to build a business, I help you immediately, so that while I'm with him for 6 months, I can kind of oversee his progress and process of growing his business. I can help him with marketing and PR. And what are you up to? Session 2, right?
It's happening.
It's already changing. Yeah. He's done his vitamin therapy already and
picked up on the meditation too. I'm doing this just for me. It's a big investment, but I know, and I'm told through one of my very good friends, that the return of this investment is a lifetime. Money can't measure it. The time right now can't measure it. It's a lifelong learning journey. I'm excited to be part of it.
Thank you. I'm so happy to have you. He was referred by one of my graduates, Shauna, who I mentioned tonight. Yeah, a lot of my graduates send people because they know how much it's changed their life. And if they see someone suffering, they recognize what it is. They recognize that it's trauma holding them back, which is fascinating. So we're all like part of this family going out and helping others as we learn these skills. It's really beautiful.
It is so beautiful.
Thank you, Nor, for sharing. If I have the men that want good women and I have the women that want good men, we should all meet and have a party, But yes, they're out there on both sides. And I also have my LGBTQ population too. Everybody's looking for love. And when we know these skills, we can easily help our loved ones or partners with those skills when they're open and ready to learn. But we won't attach so quickly until we really have time invested and we know that they're not sociopathic or narcissistic or psychopathic. The knowledge helps us be strong to wait, date, enjoy ourselves, not connect too fast until we're feeling using our skills, and there's a lot of them you're going to learn, that we're attracting and enjoying good people on all levels, no matter what your partner preference is. There you go.
Thanks so much. This
You're
was
welcome.
Wonderful.
I'm glad you learned a lot. Thank you. You have my email address, right? RianaMilne@gmail to get your free reports. And good night. Thanks for joining us. Everyone, thank you so much. As you email me your answer to the magic questions, if you had a personal question you need addressed, I'll certainly do that on your discovery session. And God bless. So glad you joined me tonight. And I really hope that you learned a lot. And remember, the time is now. Decide to create that life you desire and to have the love you deserve. Don't let anybody or anything hold you back. Now's the time. God bless.
We want to thank you for joining us on this episode of Lessons in Life and Love with Coach Riana Milne. Go to RianaMilne.com for more resources. And if you're really ready to take action to improve your life or love situation, apply now for a session with Riana. And remember, it's time to have the life you desire and the love you deserve.